Hi, so my name's Carey, and this is an introduction to the L.E.N.S method. So the L.E.N.S method is a framework that I've designed to use as inspiration for creative photography workshops and programs with a focus on personal growth, creative expression, and increasing your capacity for emotional resilience. So I'll share a bit about what the difference is between the workshops and the programs. And first, I'm just going to give you a quick overview about what L.E.N.S stands for. So L.E.N.S, the first, part of that is L, which stands for light. Photography is literally about the study of light. And it's also, in the workshops, I share how to create better photos with your smartphone. That's usually what people use in the workshops, their smartphones. Some people opt to use a camera. It's not, oops, sorry. Let me fix this. It's not the main focus of the workshop, the technical side, but it's definitely a big part of it. So another reason why I love the word light is it's inspired by the yoga greeting that you may have heard, Namaste, which stands for the light in me sees and salutes the light in you. Usually these are group workshops and programs. And so, we're sharing our images, we're sharing our stories, and that's why I like what that represents. So the next is E for empathy. Sharing our stories and images can help us connect with each other and ourselves on a deeper level. Now, and for now, so being in the present moment. Creating photos can help us slow down and see things with a new perspective. It's basically a walking meditation practice when, especially the mindfulness foundation workshop, which I'll share about that. And I like this image to represent it because it reminds me of something that an author, the author of a book called Wherever You Go, There You Are. His name is John Kabat-Zinn. He said, you can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. And I love that because what the program is about, the longer program is about the 5 pillars of emotional resilience and creating images based on that. So the S is storytelling. It's about sharing our stories through images. And it's also about self-awareness and self-talk, or the stories that we tell ourselves, and reframing. So I'm going to share, so the foundation workshop, it's called Activating Symbolic Sight, which it's basically mindfulness is really the basis of it. It's about creating images of nature intentionally as a tool, as a walking meditation practice, and as a tool to practice mindfulness. So in this workshop, I also talk about how to raise your vibration. So I get more into, what that's about and what symbolic sight is about, and how to connect with mindfulness through photography, through creating photography of nature. So there's 2 different versions of the workshop. Now, there's one that just meets one time, and in the following, days, weeks, you can share your images on the private Facebook group for feedback from me. And then there's another version of the workshop that meets twice, where we meet in the same group the following week and we share our images. You'll have uploaded some of your favorites to a private server, and then I share my screen. So most of the time these workshops are done virtually, but I also offer them in person. Okay, so sorry, where am I? Mindfulness. Okay, and now the program, the difference between the workshop and the program is that the program is a 6-week, where we meet once a week and we create images about mindfulness, but then we also cover the rest of the pillars of emotional awareness. So those are self-awareness, self-care, positive relationships, and purpose. So you're creating, you're inspired by a different photo story prompt. Every week I share different slides and different inspiration for a new photo story prompt that's based on one of these pillars of emotional resilience. So the foundation workshop is basically the introduction to it, and it's about creating images of nature through mindfulness, practicing mindfulness through creating images of nature. And then in the 6-week workshop, we go more in depth about creating better storytelling images And also we have photo story prompts that are not just based on nature, so they're based on different types of themes. So hopefully that makes sense. I'll share with you an example of a series of storytelling images that I created that I kind of put in the category of self-awareness. So I'll just read this to you. On Earth Day, Gavin and I talked about his fear of the wind, this is my son, which began recently when a strong breeze blew his beloved hat off his head. Each time a strong breeze comes through, he runs to me to pick him up. While holding him, I spotted this dandelion, which effortlessly clings to its stem despite the wind. I'll do my best to teach you that you're stronger than you think you are, and remind myself of the same in the process. So I hope that helps illustrate what I mean by storytelling photography and self-awareness. And I'll just leave you with this too. Your unique lens in this world does not exist anywhere else. Your life is sacred, and the photos you make are an extension of your co-creative expression. So who am I? I'm Carey Kirkella. I'm an award-winning photographer who works with purpose-driven brands, helping them share their messages with the world through images. I create custom image libraries for businesses. So you can learn more about these workshops and programs on my website, carreykirkella.com/workshops, or you could just go to my website and find the workshops and programs page. You can also find the Facebook group if you search for L.E.N.S method in groups, and you can connect with me on Instagram if you'd like at Carey Kirkella, which is CareyKirkella. Thank you.